I I feel like I just cannot get away from this subject. It there are so many things that are going on through in my mind that I'm puzzled. I'm puzzled by humans, but then I'm hopeful with other humans, and it's, I mean, it's a real shame that there are people out there like, so for, and I know this is I normally game, and that's what this channel is really meant for. But there are certain circumstances and situations where it's like, okay, we need to break the like, everything's so rigid. Like I'm not a fucking human. Like I can't go, hey, yeah, I play video games and that's what this channel is mostly about. But guess what? I also do care about different shit. So if you don't want to get to know me, then that's fine. This is not the channel for you. Because I'm not just your gamer boy who's going to play fucking video games and ignore mega shit that is impacting all of our lives. Like, to me, in my opinion, those are cowards. You're just pretending like this shit doesn't exist because you're too pussy to break out of your shell of like, well, all I do is play this game. That's all I do. And if I do anything different, everybody's going to fucking hate me. Yeah, they might. They might. That might be actually what happens. But the most important thing is for you to be true to yourself, not be here pretending like everything's all good and dandy. It's like, man, you know why? So as a musician, you know what people actually pay for when it comes to music? They pay for the vulnerability. That's what they pay for. People really fucking, like the real shit. People pay for vulnerability. They don't pay you to, like, I'm sure that there are some bands that just like play rock songs that literally have no sentimental value to the artist, but the greats, there's something in there that means something to them deeply. You don't just, I mean, I have, you know, to be honest, I've made songs about off the back of like macaroni and cheese cartons that sounded pretty damn good. But the thing is, I am relaying something in me through that song, even if it's just reading the ingredients off the back of a macaroni and cheese carton. And so I think that we have a systemic problem. There is a, like, and I want to help. I want to help these people because there's this one girl that I reposted, and I was like, man, somebody really fucked you up. Somebody really fucked you up, dude. It's like somebody really, really, really messed you up and you're lashing out. Because what kind of ugly. Like, what kind of person does something like this?
Can't have you. You said I have to leave the premises like immediately. So guess I'll see you guys later. I'm fired. You guys take care. Good luck, okay? Kind of relief. You guys have a good one.
Like, what? I am just. I'm so sad. I'm so sad for us, man. Like these people are willing to give up everything for the fact that they hate some guy because he just wanted to have open dialogue. Like, it really, really, like if I was an alien looking down at Earth, I would go, we need to nuke these fools because they're done. Like whenever you're playing a game, let's say you got a squad, right? It's a bot squad. It's not real life people. But 90% of your squad is dead. You just go, I just want to hit the reset. Just reset it. Just reset it. I feel like that's how they are. If there are aliens out there, they're like, oh my God, like they're toast. They're toast.
We're going to see how far we can push it.
We're
going to push it.
And I do think that half of these people are thinking they're going to get some kind of like weird like clout or something. Like they're going to be like praised somewhere. And I just wish that people like this could see themselves as other people see them. Because they look absolutely insane.
We're going to see how far we can push it.
Like she looks and is acting like a lunatic. Like a legitimate lunatic. What the hell is the definition of a lunatic? Before I call people something, I need to make sure I know what it means. A mentally ill person. I mean, that's... So, like, what is the definition? I'm really curious. What's a psychopath? Hold on. Let's do this. What is the definition of someone who has no sympathy, no empathy, and I could tell you this is going to be bad, man. No. And no empathy. Let's just look that up. A person with no sympathy or empathy can be described as there's personality, narcissist, psychopath. It's a fucking it's literally, these are literal psychopaths. The definition is a psychopath. What is the definition of someone who has no sympathy, and no empathy? Who can't feel? Who cannot feel sympathy or empathy. Now, I want to kind of like qualify this in a way. I want to be like, well, there are some people who hate individuals and their beliefs, and they have, I'm trying to think of how to word this. And that doesn't, I mean, this is just what it is. Agree with them is killed in front of their family. What is the mental, is there, wait, hold on. I don't want to, is there a mental disorder with someone who thinks this way? In a clinical context, a persistent inability to feel empathy or sympathy, coupled with a profound disregard for the rights and feelings of others, is most closely associated with antisocial personality disorder. The behaviors described, such as cheering for the death of adversaries in front of their families, are extreme examples. Extreme. But these are not that extreme because they're all over X. Extreme examples of the lack of remorse, callousness, and hostility characteristics of the condition. Pretty much this right here. This right here is the layout of the left. Antisocial personality disorder. This is the official clinical diagnosis for a persistent pattern of disregarding and violating the rights of others, often without guilt or remorse. Like, they have all of these. Empathy and sympathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. Sympathy is the ability to feel compassion for another's suffering. A person with ASPD typically lacks both emotional empathy, feeling what others feel, and cognitive empathy, understanding another's perspective. We already went over antisocial personality disorder. Sociopathy. This is an informal, non-clinical term often used to describe ASPD, especially in popular culture. It generally refers to antisocial behavior that is thought to arise from environmental factors like childhood trauma. All these kids had some shit go on in their life. Psychopathy. While also not an official diagnosis, it is sometimes used by clinicians to describe a more severe form of ASPD. It is characterized by traits like glibness, manipulation, superficial charm, and a complete absence of conscience. Some suggest psychopathy may have more of a genetic basis than sociopathy. Like, this is who these people are. We literally have lunatics running around on the street. Disregard for social norms, a profound indifference to the rules, safety, and rights of others. The mental disorder most likely related to the behavior described is antisocial personality disorder, potentially with strong psychopathic traits. Key characteristics that align with the extreme example provided include lack of remorse, An individual feels no guilt, regret, or sadness after harming or mistreating another person. Callousness, lack of empathy. The person is indifferent to the feelings and suffering of others. In extreme cases, they may derive pleasure from it. This is crazy. These are like clinical sociopaths and psychopaths. A lot of people say like, oh yeah, they're psychopaths. I am pulling up the definition. I'm reading it right off the damn thing. It is measurable, objective information that you can look at. Here we go. Hostility and aggression. A pattern of irritability, hostility, or violence towards others. Disregard for social norms, a profound indifference to the rules, safety, and others of others. Deceitfulness and manipulation, a tendency to lie, use wit, or charm to take advantage of others. This right here, this is the definition of a Democrat. Right here. And you know what's crazy? Is that is nuts. This is the definition. This is the Democratic mission statement. Right here. It's right here. It's just, I mean, like, Joe Biden could get, I mean, I think he already got terminal cancer. I don't pay much attention to him. But I would never be like, yeah, you are gonna die. Like, that's crazy. Do you guys have if karma exists, do you have any idea the amount of fucks you're introducing to yourself? You have lost the fucking plot. And you know what? You're fucking stupid. Pay attention. Read the room. Get out of your fucking echo chamber. The only people you ever talk to are your fucking gay boyfriend and your fucking pet cat. Why don't you actually get out there and try to talk to some other people who might have differing views? And it's like, oh no, we kill the people that tell us to do shit like that. What kind of mindset is that? What's going to be next? What's next? Are you going to go into math class and the teacher's going to be like, hey, look, you know, from everything I know, 2 + 2 = 4. And you're going to be like, bitch, no, it doesn't. It equals 5. Well, I'm just letting you know. It's 4. Yeah, you're wrong. And I hate you and die. Like, what is this? I feel like I am legitimately in the goddamn Matrix. I feel like I'm on the Truman Show because there are so many dumb ass motherfuckers out there that I cannot believe that they are like, okay, half the shit, 90% of the shit that all these people say, I can imagine coming from like a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, because they haven't lived a life. But when I see these people that have somehow, through the grace of God, they have avoided every single pitfall that life has handed them, and they are old. Well, they're not old, but you're old enough to get a job. Like, You're old enough to get a job, and you can't figure this basic shit out. If I owned a company, I would be like, dude, are you telling me you are baffled by this? You are baffled how what you said was wrong? Okay. I mean, that's very interesting. But the funny part about that is that it also makes me question every other fucking thing you do in your life, including when you're working at this company. So, with that in mind, I'm going to have to ask you to pack your shit. Like, like you don't even have like safety gates on your mind. You just say whatever the fuck comes out of your mouth. Like you don't go, I wonder. There's only two options here. Either your brain just says whatever the fuck comes into it. Or two, you think that everybody is going to cheer as soon as you announce this. Both of which are a fucking problem if you work at a goddamn company. Because I'd fire your ass on the spot. On the fucking spot. I go, pick up your shit, get the fuck out of here. I don't ever want to see you again. We'll mail your check to you. Because that kind of heartlessness, I would actually give them a bonus, to be honest. And you're like, Void, why the fuck would you give them a bonus? You know why I'd give them a bonus? I'd give them a bonus because thank you very much for letting me know who exactly you were. And this is a very inexpensive fix. So here's $200. Go ahead and leave. And if anybody else wants $200 because they feel this way, I'm just saying the offer's out there. Like, I would be like, I'm just glad that it wasn't a bigger issue. Or that you came in and you started doing some crazy shit because you realized, oh my God, they're all Republican. And then you start going Tyler on us. Because, and that's the thing, there are so many sad fucking sides of this shit. There are so many sad sides. Everybody should hate those motherfuckers who are talking, who are cheering on. Every single human, trans, gay, it doesn't matter. Because you know what? At the end of the day, what does it do? It makes you look bad. It makes everybody else question about all these trans motherfuckers that are going and shooting up schools. Guess what? They're your rep. They're your rep. How does that make you feel? Let's fucking cut all the bullshit. That's your representative. Those are people, like, whenever, and see, the thing is, it's weird. It's weird with trans, right? It's weird with the gay, LGBTQ plus ITLA, whatever community. Because they can literally do no wrong. 90% of the community is like, oh shit, you did that? That's crazy. Good job. And it's like something 90% of us would be like, yo, that's fucked up, man. Like, you should not do that. It's like black people. Black people get pissed at other black people for doing dumb ass shit. Like, what are you motherfuckers doing? We've been trying to unfuck this For how long? And now you little motherfuckers come around playing the knockout game. Are you like, have you guys lost your goddamn mind? What are you thinking? Man, dude, this shit is crazy. Because it's kind of like somebody from your family. I want to make it very clear right now. If anybody from my family ever did some crazy shit like kill somebody or kill a kid or whatever, if anybody ever did any crazy shit like that, they'd be praying to God that they stayed in jail. And I will make that fucking clear. They know. I can flip my love on just as fast as I can turn it off, man. You go and you take out another family or some shit like that. Like this kid, his dad's like protecting him. I go, bro, let me tell you something right now. There's only one of two ways this is going to go. It's going to be, you're going to go turn yourself in, or I'm going to go to prison for killing your ass. It's just crazy, man. And like, the thing is, a lot of kids don't have that type of, they have pussies. They have pussies for parents. And you know what? To be honest, you need a pussy in the relationship. Respectfully saying this. The mom. You need the mom to be like, she's a nurturer. She needs to be weak in that department. And I'm not saying weak in that department because it's not a strength. It actually is a strength within the team. But if you don't have the team, it is a weakness. But you need the mom to be the one that is vulnerable, to be the one that is like, look, I'm going to cut you a lot of slack here. But you have to have another parent that is not a pussy. You have to have a hard, ball-busting parent, and then you have to have the mother. Those two things. I used to hear Steven Crowder be like, oh yeah, like it's so important to have the family unit. I have never actually understood how important that is until I had my own kid. And then I go, holy shit. I go, it is so important because there's only like a couple things that I forgot where I was going with that. There's only it just provides, like when you have both the yin and the yang of the relationship, the father who goes, and no matter what, okay, here is one of the main things when it comes to parenting, I think, is that someone in one of the parents has to, and this is imperative, this is absolutely critical. One of the most important things that one of the parents has to possess is say what you mean what you say. One of the parents has to have it. Both don't have to. It would be beneficial if both had that. But it is, and also, so it's like one parent has to have the say what you mean what you say, and then, but this is another critical thing that both parents should possess is I have his back, he has my back. No ifs, ands, or buts. There is, like, if you try to pull one, like if your kid tries to go around you and go to the other parent to like try to like, oh, you know, I'm going to try to like stay up a little later. I'll be like, Mom, can I stay up later? And it's like, you already told them, no, you have to go to bed. Then it's like swift, harsh punishment. Harsh. I mean, I'm not saying like harsh. I'm saying harsh like, okay, well, why would you do that? You knew that was wrong and you knew you shouldn't have done it. And so guess what? Tomorrow we're doing 30 minutes of yard work. So make sure your water bottle is nice and clean. And imagine how you're going to fill it up with ice because it's going to be hot. But it's instantaneous. They know the consequences. Because they'll try to do that shit. They'll try to pit you against each other. They'll be like, but mom said this. Mom said this. Dad said this. And I go, whoa. And see, that's the thing is like with the parent that is the mean what you say and say what you mean. Every word that comes out of your mouth, they're like, okay. They're paying attention to because they know. Like there have been times when I've been like, hey, look, you don't have to listen. You don't have to pay attention right now. And that's fine. But that does not mean that the consequences are not going to come. So you can listen to what I'm saying so that you're guided in the correct direction so that you don't receive any consequences. Or you can ignore me and then the consequences will come either way. And then you'll still have to do the task. And then they pay attention. Because it's like, it just doesn't make any goddamn sense. But that is what I think all these kids, I guarantee you, 90% of these kids with like look at this lady. These people are so fucking unhappy that pain and misery, the more pain and misery that is injected into whatever it is they are consuming, the happier they are. It is so wild to me.
I was not kidding.
I hope that she dresses like a witch for Halloween because it would be, she can nail that shit for real. I'm not even, this is even outside of me talking about her and all that. This is just me talking. This is just me, watching what the hell happened.
We're going to see how far we can push it.
She's a fucking psychopath. Listen to this shit. This is shit that you see somehow. We have graduated reality to include shit you would only see from sociopaths and horror movies. In reality. Like that. What the fuck?
Not kidding.
This is some shit you see in a horror movie.
when I said if you were gonna get the job done, there were two better candidates.
This is
And
a fucking, like, this is so scary. This is, look at how much she is reveling in
get
this.
the job done, there
And you know damn well, as much as I do, that she probably has 3 litter boxes all around her, and she's got 25 cats. And no man.
were two.
And so what does she do with all this anger and this hate? She goes, yeah, you know, nothing makes me feel better than watching a man who has a happy family, happy wife, happy kids, and just watching all of that be crushed. Nothing makes me feel better. Like, what kind of a demon do you have to be to feel that? Like, this is a person possessed by a demonic fucking effigy.
Better candidates. And furthermore,
Could you imagine being married to this woman and walking in and hearing her say this shit? I would go, great. Now I gotta make sure that I cook my own food. She comes to you. This is the type of motherfucker that puts antifreeze in your fucking goddamn drink and then watches your mouth froth as you die in a bed. And she's like, would you like me to call the ambulance? And you're like, yes. And she's like, oh, that's so sweet. Like, this is a crazy person. This is a crazy person.
when that happens, and it will.
She can't be real. This can't be real, man. I have trouble really believing that these people out there exist normally in daily life.
It will. Not only will we be insensitive, that'll be the least of your worries.
No.
It's gonna be the biggest fucking celebration, the biggest, most beautiful celebration on planet Earth. On planet Earth right now.
See, I'm struggling with believing this one because it's like, man, you're really going over the top on this shit. And part of me is like, I mean, does nobody have any self-preservation whatsoever? Like, there is literally no priority in making sure that I keep my job, that people like me, and that I won't be completely ostracized from society as a whole. Like, you could just say nothing. Write it in your journal. Why do you have to make it public? These people are... If this is really her, then I mean, I'm 100% genuinely serious when I say, like, somebody needs to go do a welfare check.
On planet Earth.
Because
On planet
she is in an echo chamber of psychopathy.
Earth right now.
But then you go, oh, is this just somebody trolling, trying to get like tons of subs and followers? It doesn't matter. It's all the same. If you are doing this to try to get some goddamn clout, you're in the same goddamn league as a legitimate person who feels this way. You might as well just claim it.
Oh, the entire planet is going to celebrate when he takes a turkey.
This is the type of person that joined that Heaven's Gate cult where they all killed themselves. Yeah, this is the exact type of person right here. This is them because they have nothing. They have nobody who cares about them. They have nobody who loves them. They have nobody who guides them. They have no mentors. They have nobody to mentor because nobody wants to be mentored by them because they're crazy as shit. Everybody runs from them. Little kids see this person and they run away.
Finally.
And it's not even Halloween. This is just a regular everyday occurrence. Little kids see this woman and they run. This is somebody I would definitely look into. It doesn't matter. I don't even give a shit if it's fake, if it's a parody or whatever. It's man, the fact that your brain made that, I don't know, man. I don't know.
We're going to push it.
We're gonna push it. Oh God. She lost her job. What a sad day for this dumbass bitch. Oh, please, let me see this.
Us.
Oh, God.
Owning your business doesn't make you safe. I don't fucking care. You think I give a fuck about some chronically online goof and what they have to say about my business? I have a hard time believing any of it.
Next thing you know, she has 5,000 fucking 1 stars on Yelp because she's a piece of shit. And she's like, oh God, oh fuck, I do care. Can you guys please undo those?
My clients would drop me over an Oscar Wilde quote. I'm still gonna try to get you fired anyway. Go cry about it. I'm gonna screenshot this and send it to your boss and you're gonna get fired. Get ready to get fired. Joke's on you, bitch. I am the boss.
She has absolutely no idea. If she's the boss, if she owns her own company, she is about as dumb as they come. Because you represent the company. And if you are a piece of shit, then guess what everybody thinks about your company? It's a piece of shit.
Was going to lead to this.
That's
Corporate and got me fired.
This is a joke. I think this is a parody. I think this is a parody, right? To the person that sent the video. This has got to be a parody. How can anyone feel sorry for some? This has got to be a parody.
That sent that video to corporate and got me fired. Thank you. And I know that everybody is going to see this video too, and that's okay. I'm not going to say anything wrong.
Yeah, because you're a dumbass bitch. That's why. Because you know what? You should have fucking thought about what the words that were coming out of your mouth were going to mean before you fucking said them, you stupid fucking dumbass. And yes, I have thought about every single word that has came out of my mouth, and I mean every fucking one of them.
Did I realize that
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! My eyeliner is running. What did you think was gonna happen, you stupid fucking idiot? Retarded person. This is a legitimate retarded. This is a person who is more retarded than actual retarded people.
saying in that video was going to lead to this? No, I would have never
I would have never done it, but I did do it. So it's so fucking shitty.
fucking done that.
Sit in your car, cry in your soup, and go home and fucking have some introspective moments, you fucking dumbass bitch.
That sent that video to corporate and got me fired. And I know that everybody.
You know what? Anybody can send their shit. Anybody can take my video and send it to my corporate. Send it to my corporate. It's fine. I don't give a shit. And guess what? You'll get a response back from me going, suck a dick.
Everybody is gonna see this video too, and that's okay. I'm not gonna say anything.
Because I am my own boss. These fools like, pfft.
Wrong.
I got fired from my job and I'm so sad and I'm so sorry and I just wish I didn't do that thing I did, but it did and it was so horrible and I'm like, I wouldn't have done it if I knew I was going to get punished, but I did and so I want to take it back. That's not how life works, you fucking idiot.
And I realized.
Like, that's like going and trying to rob a bank, grabbing the stacks of cash in the vault, walking out. And the cops show up and they pull their guns and then they go, and then you go, oh, okay. All right, here, you can have it back. I didn't know I was going to get caught. Now that I got caught, you can have it back. If I wasn't to get caught, then I mean, I gotta be honest, I would have taken the money and run. Like, it's kind of. I was playing poker with this guy one time, and we got into this. There was actually a serious. I'm talking a serious brawl over this shit. I'm talking like motherfuckers were breaking walls down, kind of shit. So I went up and I went to go get a beer or something, came back, the button had passed me. This is in Texas Hold'em. And so we had a legit Texas Hold'em. Like people would come there and it was an illegal gambling situation, okay? There was tons of people around and we were just having fun. We were like, 21, 22, and we were like, hey, you guys want to gamble? Let's gamble. And then I come back from getting my beer, and the button had passed me, and I go, hey, can I buy back in? If I can't, I understand. I understand I can't because the button passed me, and it was my responsibility to be here during the button and to call. And I had pocket aces. And I was like, if I can't call back, he's like, no, it's fine. And I go, okay. Turns out after we get all the way down past the car, we got to the river. And I'm like, okay, I'm all in. And he's like, okay. And he sees that I won. Now he wants to be a bitch about the fact that I was able to buy back in. And I go, no, that's not how this is going to work. You're not going to be like, you're not going to, if you win, then it's okay. But if I win, then it's not okay. No. And I was like, well, that's this is what fucking happened. And then we ended up flipping the poker table over, running each other into walls, like through fucking walls. Like it was a brawl. Those fucking Q staffs? Oh, they were definitely weapons.
That what I was saying in that video was going to lead to this.
But I would have totally said it if I didn't think I would get fired. Oh my God, because I really feel that way. I'm a piece of shit.
No, I would have never fucking done that. That sent that video.
This is why I think I got to believe that some of this shit is a parody. Like, seriously. Because who the fuck says this? Kind of, like, honestly. Be honest with me. Who says this kind of shit?
Sent that video to corporate and got me fired. Thank you. And I know that.
I hated it. I want to come right now. Oh my God. I hate every minute of my life.
Everybody is going to see this video too, and that's okay. I'm not going to say anything wrong.
I mean, she really does seem like she's upset. I think she really did get fired. Good for her. Because you know what? The thing is, the beautiful thing about this is that the pain she's feeling right now is a result of her own actions. And so she actually may have she's going to have some moments to have some introspectiveness, to look inside herself and go, maybe I need to think for myself kind of shit, you know? Because that's, for all these people, that's the biggest problem, is that they're not thinking for themselves. They're letting other people think for them. They're letting other people tell them what's right, what's wrong, who's good, who's bad.
I realized that what I was saying in that video was going to lead to this. No, I would have never
I was just going for internet clout, and like, I thought that nothing would really happen. Oh my God, I thought I was getting clout, and I just got this. I was like,
sent that video to corporate.
shut up, you dumbass hoe. That's how I feel. I'm just being honest.
Saying that Cheers for Neo-Nazi is a video of my meeting with my manager and HR because I might be getting fired.
No.
For
you're definitely getting fired, and I hope you know how to make all that hemp clothing by hand without any money at all, because that actually legitimately might come in handy.
saying that Cheers for Neo-Nazis don't belong in higher education after the CEO of my company said
This chick, look, there's one thing. You got to look at all of these people. What do they all have in common? What do they all got in common? They all ugly as hell. They all hate everybody who looks better than they do. And guess how many people that is? About 99% of the population. So they hate your ass because you look better. This girl, she don't look good. I don't care. She got a lot of makeup on. She got a lot of shit going on. Like, this girl, she looks like Mary, I don't know, like Mary Poppins or some shit. She looks like somebody, like my grandma. And she's probably like 25. She has no desire to look sexy for anybody. No desire. She's like, I am going to look as frumpy and as homeless and as plain Jane as possible. How can I make that more? I will put a rug on my shoulders. Are you kidding me? I will place a rug and wrap it around my neck, on my shoulders, so that I am completely bland of color. I'm bland color. I want to signal to everybody that there is actually literally no life in me whatsoever. All life, all color, all vibrance of my being has been just consumed and evaporated into the ether. And let me tell you something right now. You know what kind of personality you're going to get? One that's fucking full of color and vibrant. Psych, bitch, gotcha. Actually, you're going to get one that's like lame and shit and very bland colors. And I literally am excited at nothing. Nothing. I have, you know how many passions I have? 0. You know, and that's the thing, that's the thing about me. I'm talking from her perspective. That's the real exciting part about me, is that the exciting part about me is that I actually have no passions, no drive, nothing I really care about other than just angering individuals. But when I anger them because I was mistreated when I was younger, and it makes me feel good inside somehow, that really fills my cup. I can see this chick just... This is her internal monologue.
Saying that tears for neo-Nazis don't belong in...
See, what she doesn't understand, she's not seeing the bigger picture. It's like, if you are willing... And that I am so mind blown that people are still posting these fucking things. Even after. Yeah, Dennis. I don't know. Are they delusional or am I delusional? You let me know. But I am just so surprised that these people still post this type of shit even after they know for a fact, like what do they think they are? Do they think they're special? Dude, they are sick in the fucking head. Dude, like, it blows my mind. Like, they think I'm so special. I'm going to post this. And you know what? Watch. I won't get fired. And then it's like, bitch, you're fucking fired. And she's like, what? Where the fuck did this come from? It's because you're fucking crazy, you fucking lunatic.
Higher education after the CEO of my company.
And she cannot figure it out. She can't figure it out. She can't look in the mirror and go, huh.
Said that Charlie Kirk was a...
Dude, you know, Dennis, no shit. Okay, I know you've been at top tier for companies or owned a couple companies or some shit. But like, bro, I'm gonna play. But hold on, hear me out. For real though, you got to say, like, I'm looking at it as a company owner, and I go, this motherfucker is a lunatic on the verge of actually losing it. And I just don't want to deal with it, because at the end of the day, they just don't want to deal with it. It's like, I'm a company. I'm just trying to run a company, man. I don't need to fuck around with all your he, she, his, hers. You're a tree today. You're a leaf today. I don't want to fuck with all that. I just want you to be a guy, you to be a girl, and that's what it is, okay? Like, is that too fucking crazy? And in US you have huge companies and you don't know everyone, right? Yeah, well, I don't. If it's my company, I don't need to know everyone. I need to know everyone is on board with not being a fucking weirdo. That's all I gotta know. Like, if you want to be in there and you want to start, like, it is a major, massive red flag if you're cheering the death of somebody who literally did nothing else but you did nothing. That person did nothing else but go up there and try to have a conversation. Like, that's absolutely fucking crazy. And it's like, if you are that deep into the echo chamber, then you need to stay in the echo chamber. And I don't want your echo chamber in my shit. That's just all I'm saying. I'm like, hey, because if you're cheering for that, then it's like, what's keeping you from? What if you find out one of your coworkers really loved Charlie Kirk, and then it's like, man, like, next thing you know, they're like, they got cyanide in their backpack and they're like dabbling it in their fuck. It's like, if you're willing to cheer for that, there's no limit. There's no limit to what you are willing to do to cause pain to these individuals.
Good guy, and cried that he's gone.
Oh, I'll start it over.
Is a video of my meeting with my manager and HR, because I might be getting fired for saying that tears for neo-Nazis don't belong in higher education after the CEO of my company.
She's in education.
Good guy, and cried that he's gone.
Yeah, sure. I mean, first thing that comes to mind is I know to start a meeting out by bringing up that someone who overtly hates marginalized groups and made $12 million hating marginalized groups, many of which I'm a part of, and saying that they're a good person.
Who the fuck does this lady, who the fuck does she, oh my God. She's like, I am part of the marginalized group. I'm gay, trans, bi. I also suffer from mental disorders. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares.
Exactly aligned with the integrity of leadership principles. I think it's important that if we're going to be a part of an institution that does genuinely advocate and boldly stand for historically intentionally targeted groups, that we speak against that when we see it. And so that's what I was doing. I was doing it because I had colleagues of mine reach out to me and say, wow, this was deeply harmful to me.
Bro, Dennis, let me tell you something right now. Here's the problem, Dennis. The problem is that the Democrats have masterfully, is that a word? They have like master crafted individuals into echo chambers of which they can never escape. There is no amount of conversation that you could have with this woman that would make her go, wow, oh my gosh. Because the Democrats have crafted that side as an emotional like pillar that all of these individuals can lean on. They know, like, and whenever things are emotional, they're not logical. So you have all these people. It is a fucking cult. It's literally a cult. This is how cults are made. If you were an evil individual, if you were a horrible person, you could make a cult. By just doing exactly, you just tell them, don't have conversations. The worst thing that you can do is talk to somebody with an opposing view. That is cult mentality, because the last thing that you want as a cult is somebody to talk sense into an individual. That's why they separate them from their friends, from their family. That's exactly why they do that, because they're afraid somebody might talk sense and get through and go, you really, like, okay, like, let's break this down. And they're like, oh, you do not. Oh, that's the demon coming after you.
Traumatized by the way that was started. And as someone with white privilege, it is important.
This fucking bitch, bro. Oh my God. She's trying to make me break my goddamn monitor. She must have bought stock in Asus monitors. That's the only thing that makes sense. Why would she, as somebody with white privilege, bitch, don't tell me about white privilege. Look, everybody looks at me and they go, oh, you got white privilege? I go, where the fuck was my white privilege when my mom left? When I heard my stepdad saying it's either me or him, and my mom picked my stepdad. Where the fuck was my white privilege then? Where the fuck was my white privilege whenever I fucking was trying to get to school and I didn't have a car, my dad wasn't there, and I had to fucking just walk to school and I ended up dropping out? Where the fuck was my white privilege whenever the fuck I had to get my GED? And you know what? Then I went on to the military, and then I went on to a private fucking university. And there was nowhere within that line that I had white privilege. Because in a private university that costs like $80,000 a semester, and I'm going for free, that's because I fucking paid my dues. I went to the military. I went to the fucking military. Don't tell me about this fucking white pussy ass fucking privilege, bitch. I fucking hate it when they do that, because then it degrades it takes the value of every fucking thing that I have worked for. And it says you're a piece of shit, and it doesn't mean dick. Like, no, it's fucked up, dude. Like, you can't let people say shit like this. I used to do it when I was going to the private university because I mean, like, you're surrounded by a bunch of motherfuckers like this. You'll get fucking smashed in the head. And this was like 10 years ago.
To me, to say that when I see an act of racism, it's important to me to say that when I see an act, wow, this was deeply harmful to me.
Oh, I'm so sad
that was started. And as someone with white privilege, it is important to me to say that when I see an act of racism occur, that I'm going to call it what it is, because that's the right thing to do. That's what I'm going to do to protect my faculty, fellow faculty, and my student body who saw that, and to call that exactly what it was. I think it's of the utmost importance.
And see, there is nothing wrong with what she just said. There's nothing wrong. The only wrong part was, why is she qualifying it? Why are you having to qualify? So, like, if you didn't have this white privilege, you wouldn't, as a person, you wouldn't feel that it was necessary to stand up to racist things. So if you were another color, you would just let it slide and you wouldn't give a fuck. Well, how is that make you some kind of like special being? Like, she's like, well, you know, because of my white privilege. Why do you have to say that? Why don't you just say, because I'm a good fucking person, I can't let this happen? Why do you have to fucking virtue signal within the very fucking thing that you're trying to use to gain some kind of sympathy and virtue signaling more? Why don't you just go, why do you have to do that? Why do you have to say, because of my white privilege? How about, because it's not the right fucking thing to do, don't fucking, I won't let it happen.
Things that were straightforward about who Charlie Kirk was, because he overtly did build a platform off of platforming hatred.
Bro, Dennis, at the end of the day, this stream is about me, not about this chick. So
against marginalized communities. That's why he had $12 million, by being overtly a racist person who was very transphobic, who was
fucking liar,
autistic
bro.
People who persistently believed in the great replacement theory, which is a white supremacist belief. He said that children should be able to witness mass shootings. This is the type of person espoused at the beginning of yesterday's All Hands. And it's of the utmost importance that as an institution of higher education, we voice the reality of what those beliefs stand for. And that is neo-Nazi.
Bro, do you have any idea where this chick is getting? I don't even know what she's saying, Dennis. Dennis, can you enlighten me, please?
To a T.
Can you?
And so I understand if folks feel uncomfortable with me voicing that, and I want to hear that, but I think it's important.
Okay. Hit it. Tell me what this is all
This is
about.
a difficult conversation that we have as a university.
It's a difficult conversation for us to say, hey, you know what? Men are men and women are women, and that's the way it is. And now all of a sudden you guys are against science. They take pieces out from a longer convo about subject X or Y. Dennis is a smart ass motherfucker. If you guys didn't know, I've known Dennis for a while. Smart as shit. So what he's saying, I do not doubt. So he says they take pieces out from a longer convo, subject X or Y, but only the pieces they care about without content. Oh, so they're just clipping shit. They're just clipping. They're just. I mean, you could do that with anything, bro. You know that.
Genuinely, I'm dedicated to liberation work, and it's of the utmost importance to me that, as a university that I deeply respect, that we aren't treating this like some.
You know, bro. Yeah, clip shit. And they're like, oh, let's take that one word out there. The one word that would actually make that would change the entire message. And they'll take that out. But like, bro, I bet you, you know what I think this is? I bet you this is what she sent to the school as an apology.
Understand if folks feel uncomfortable
As some kind of like candid apology.
with me voicing that. And I want to hear that. But I think it's important that this is a difficult conversation that we have as a university. Genuinely, I'm dedicated to liberation work. And it's of the utmost importance to me that, as a university.
But see, here's the problem, Dennis. Here's the fucking problem.
It's importance to me that, as a university that I deeply respect.
Here's the problem that I have. Okay.
And I want to hear that. But I think it's important that this is a difficult conversation that we have as a university. Genuinely, I'm dedicated to liberation work.
Right here. This right here. This right here is the crux of the issue. As an employer, if this woman was saying this to me right here, I would be going, so essentially, what you're telling me is you are dedicated mostly to pushing an agenda. And you know what's funny about that is right now, our students, 73% of them are lacking in math skills. 86% can fucking barely read. And this is what you are dedicated to. Your dedication is to liberation work. Not to teaching kids how to read. Teaching kids. How about you do something fucking crazy and just teach my kid how to do 2 + 2 and fucking divide and multiply? Is that too much to fucking add? You're nuking it. You're going overboard. I'm not asking you to do all that. All you got to do is teach them to do the basic shit, and that's it. The day's done. It's fine. It's no big deal. You don't have to teach them like, oh, you can be a woman, you can be a guy, you can be a tree, you can be a fucking frog if you want. Like, kids don't need that shit going through their mind. They have enough to fucking worry about. Especially if you give their ass chores. That's the problem. All these fools be just handing the phones to their kids. Just, here's the phone. Here's the phone. And then you create lazy parents. But the thing is that it is a weird situation because it's kind of like let's just take it back a notch to what everybody can relate to. A dog, right? Now, if you let this dog crap in the house every day because you're just like, I just don't feel like fucking, I just don't feel like fucking taking that dog out to take a crap. And you just let this dog do it every day, and you're like, I don't care. Now you're okay. So like we're talking 2-3 years later, right? Dog has been crapping and peeing in the house for 2 to 3 years, and you're sitting there like, why every time do I come into the house and it smells like a goddamn litter box? And it's like a mystery to you. And it's like, it's so simple. It's like, the thing is that you have to be a real fucking parent like you are to a dog, where it's like, okay, you're going to have to go outside. I got to take you outside. I got to take you outside. I got to take you outside. It sucks dick, and I don't like doing it, and I have to do it over and over and over and over again. But eventually, it will get easier because you will understand the dog. And the only reason why I'm using dog as an example is because we have a dog that is like 20 weeks old. And I live it every day. And so it's like, or you could just let the dog pee, poop in the house, and then how is the dog supposed to respect you when it's like, I've been doing this for like 2 years, dude. Like, where the hell were you? Exactly. Where the hell were you? But if you snatch that fool up as soon as that pee hits the carpet and go outside, boom, all right, there you go. Everything's good now. Everything is good. And they're like, okay, I'm noticing something. I should not piss in the house. It's like, that's exactly what they do. They let the dog piss in the house. Like, they don't teach their kids about, like, hey, bro, consequences.
And
it's this fucking pussy ass shit that I don't like.
The most importance to me that as a university that I deeply respect.
Hold on, let me see what you said. I think we both know this ain't in the US only. Next gen are getting spoiled with internet and AI stuff. They feel like fucking learning. Most can hardly think for the... That's what I'm saying, dude. Dennis. Dude, like, sometimes I see kids that I'm like, you don't know how to do laundry? They look at this motherfucker. Like, I see grown adults, bro, who look at a washing machine like that shit has 5 eyeballs. And they're like, oh my God. But that's why our kids, there is nothing that I do for them. Nothing. I don't. If you are physically capable, then guess what? You're going to be doing it. There was one time, bro, Dennis, check this out. And see, that's the thing. It's like these kids or these people have not been taught consequences of their actions early on, because you have to tackle this shit at the very beginning. As soon as you sense, oh, you're gonna start kind of like getting a little questionable. You testing things. You can test, and that's what I tell our kids. I go, hey, it is okay to test. It's okay to test, the limits, the boundaries. However, whenever the consequences are delivered, do not make a noise, because whenever you decide to test, you also resign yourself to the consequences that may take place. So don't be coming at me. Like one time, one of our kids, so no kids have phones. And so we had the phone, and I had a phone up in like one of the areas of our room upstairs, which you have to set boundaries. Children need boundaries. They need to know what the limits are. Our bedroom is off limits. Nobody can come in our bedroom. If you come in, it is a very special treat, and you should consider yourself lucky for being in there, kind of a deal. Because also it makes like special little things that you want to do with your kids more valuable. It's not like you can just run in. I don't run in your room. I'll knock on the door. You have your privacy. We have ours. And also, it's important that the family unit be together. And the most important part out of all, okay, so here is my personal thought. Here's my personal thought, and I want to know what yours is. And I'll explain myself afterwards. After I tell you, I want to know what your thought is when I say this, whether I'm right or wrong, and then I want you to. I want to find out why we think the way we do. You might agree, you might disagree. I don't know, but I think out of every part of the relationship of a family, the number one priority, aside from the kids are there, everybody's there. The relationship that means the most is that between the mother and the father. That is the most important part of this dynamic to maintain. That's the most. It's not the mother and the child. It's not the father and the child. It's the father and the mother. That's the absolute pinnacle of the success of this family. That's how I feel. But I'm gonna go take my dogs out to go take a whiz. But I'll be back. I'm just gonna leave it on. I'll leave something playing. Here we go. We'll find something real crazy. Oh yeah, this chick, she's fucking crazy.
So I'm gonna have to
She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I got
AFP.
busted. I'll be right back.
contacted, and also the Safety Commission as well have been contacted because there's been a large number of threats coming through.
Yeah, but I want to know there's another reason. Golden teamwork.
like,
Yeah, you're right.
words
But there's another,
did some people
there's another answer I'm kind of searching for.
into the real world and
Just stay on, bro. Just stay on. We're just chilling, man.
harassing and
I gotta
using
my dog is
people out
pissing
in
me
the
off
world
right now, so I gotta let him out
their
to whiz.
inability to manage their emotions. I even had some people say to me that apparently they made a report to the AFP, the federal police, about me. I'm like, what did I do other than say something that hurt your feelings? Like, that's free speech. You the ability to speak, even if that's something that personally offends you or you find distasteful. We don't all have to agree on things. In fact, we shouldn't all agree on things. So yeah, I'll be around later, I guess, and yeah, just think before you try to take things offline or you try to escalate things. Think about whether this actually impacts you personally, whether your life is personally impacted by the hurtful thing that person said.
Finally. Finally. Yeah, it's crazy. The world is nuts, bro. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with saying that. There's nothing wrong with being like, hey, if somebody can like literally go cheer for somebody's death, then I'm like, I mean, the fucking goddamn reins are off. I could say fuck, bitch, cunt, hoe. It doesn't even matter. Because if somebody can say shit like that, I mean that's like the worst of the fucking worst. I mean, dude, I have seen some seriously crazy people talk, and the fact that they will put their face on here is
show was Charlie Kirk's death.
like there's something going on. There's something going on to where they think like, yeah, of course, like nothing's gonna happen. Like, duh. It's questionable. That's all I gotta say. I mean, sorry, I'm trying to do some. I gotta do some. It's just kind of like it's kind of scary to see people who are like that legitimately heartless. Like, whoa, man, like you for real might try to kill me in my sleep. And that's what's concerning. Is that yeah, no worries, man. Peace, bro. Hope all is good for you. I'm gonna have to go do some shit anyways. Peace. All right, man. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. All right, let's see here. I have to find 13:30. All right, cool. All right.
Thank you for the VA Loma Linda Healthcare System Mental Health Call Center. A representative will be with you shortly.
Let's see, I'll be right back. I think 11:30 at the latest. Bing, bang, boom.